Thank you. Thank you. We couldn't be prouder of our hard-won victory. We'll soon be opening Cobra Kai franchises throughout the entire valley.
Robbie, I really need your help to find Miguel. You can feel free to stay here. But please, I really need your help. He called the cops on my dad back in Mexico. Now I am down the father figure who could have supported me longer than intended, and you still have your dad. You don't get to start giving me orders. You're his dad, not mine. So stop acting like it. Hey, that's not fair. Enjoy your time with your real son. The slice is on me. Okay. My name is Mike Barnes, and I know your father. I have some pretty good lawyers who can help lower your sentence in court. The only thing you will need to do in return is join Miyagi-Do once you are released.
Have you heard of the Winter Karate League? We just need to beat every other karate dojo that's competing, and then we can make Cobra Kai the face of the United States of America.
But I don't care what I've got to lose. I want to take him down, because then I'll actually feel like I'm worth something.
Sell your dojos, and then I'll make you a karate sensei.
You should have supported us. I wanted to fight alongside with you, but you had to make things difficult. At least my brother won't.
Listen. I know how things can start out from nothing and get bigger and bigger until all you feel is hate. And that hate especially comes from Cobra Kai. You know, Miguel. Now that you quit Miyagi-Do, I was thinking that you go over the options. If you are thinking that I join Cobra Kai, forget it. As long as Terry Silver is there, I will never forgive him for hurting my friends. He rigged the tournament. Well, didn't you see the news? Terry said that the whole thing was a lie.
We heard from Robbie about the fight you got into with him. Miguel, how could you not tell us of this?
You had to tell them, King? Of course. When Dimitri saw you headed over to that dojo, I told everyone about the way you fought against me. You were so aggressive. Like you wanted to dislocate my arm in the All Valley all over again. Hey, you can't violate your end of the deal.
Well, like I said to you a while ago, Danny boy, it's a free country.
Yeah, well, what are you going to do, huh? Just walk on in and punch Terry? He has multiple sensei who can easily kick your ass.
You'll see.
Look at you and your friend. Coming in here to take 7 of us at once.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. You see, they aren't the only ones who are going to fight you guys. Bobby, you came.
I really thought you were going to kill me.
He may not kill you, but I still will.
Kreese, what are you doing?
I'm going to do something I should have done a long time ago. Ending him myself.
No! It's wrong. Was suicide. To confirm the proclamations of Silver killing himself, police found evidence of security camera footage in Silver's office, of beating up a defenseless man named Raymond. Raymond eventually released a video of him stating the truth. Luckily, Cobra Kai has managed to find itself a new sensei to take over Silver's position. John Kreese.
Attention, students. It's good to be back. Terry Silver may have tainted our dojo's reputation, but that doesn't mean we're finished yet. Also, I'm not the only one who's back in Cobra Kai.
Hello, everyone.
Buenos dias, Carmen.
Buenos dias, Mama.
It's been a couple days since Miguel's departure, yet you seem rather happy. Explain.
Oh, mi madre. I just got back from the hospital with some wonderful news.
Show me sand the floor. Wax on, wax off. Hello, Sue.
Good afternoon, Daniel.
What brings you here?
There is something very important I would like to talk about with you.
Hello, everyone. It's karate time. What's he doing here?
Mr. Park, Diaz here is a returning All-Valley champion. He has every right to be part of this dojo since he won the goddamn thing, unlike Keen.
Listen, Diaz, you may be welcomed into this dojo, but I am still the King Cobra around these parts, since Keen left. Okay? Even though I did beat you that other time just after getting out that wheelchair. The hell did you say? I said I beat you. But sure, I'm definitely down for a round 3 with you, as a warm-up. Kai, leave him be.
Yeah man, he's champ. It's nice to be working with you again, Diaz.
Yeah, you're back at home where you belong.
Everyone, quiet. Now before lessons begin, there's something that needs to be addressed. While I was in jail, none of you guys visited me. No one. And now that I'm out, I want to make it all clear to you all. None of you guys here are my family, nor my friends. You are my soldiers, and that is it, no exceptions. As for Silver, he was cocky and unhinged, and his reputation is in tatters. So if any of you have some kind of bond with him, don't expect the same out of me, or Barnes or Dayun. And mostly importantly, don't expect any of us to cover up the screw-ups you made, just as you did at the All Valley. And if any of you want to leave Cobra Kai, go ahead and walk the hell out. We'll be fine without you. Now as for the rest of you, you will be required to take your training to the next level. Our enemies have hospitalized 6 of our sensei, and they have tainted our dojo's reputation once more, but we will strike back even bigger than ever. That's why, my 2 other remaining sensei and they will require not 200, but 300% from each and every one of you. Our empire may be in ruins, but we are still standing, and we will make sure to be remembered, even if it means dragging our enemies down with us. Is that understood?
Yes, Sensei.
Yes, Sensei. Yes, Sensei.
Yes, Sensei. Because of the fact that you managed to be the top non-Cobra Kai student of the All Valley Girls Division, the board and I present to you the title Female All Valley Champion.
Wow, thank you, but for what reason? I mean, everyone saw Tory kick me and
The authorities managed to find footage of Tory's confrontation with Silver in his office. That was the proof we needed to Tory's vital statement.
Congratulations, Sam.
Thank you, Dad.
Because of the fact that a sensei from your dojo cheated to enable a Cobra Kai win, we will be not only revoking your dojo's title from being a winner, but we will put the Cobra Kai ban Daniel established back into place.
I'm sorry, what?
Your dojo is prohibited from entering tournaments, this time for good.
You realize that that was Silver's doing, not mine. I already shut down all of the dojos Silver established except for the one here, in Encino.
Either way, this incident is proving that Cobra Kai has brought nothing but trouble into tournaments. You know, last year, Sensei Lawrence, before he left this dojo, really seemed to hold faith in Cobra Kai when asking for it to be given another chance. It's a shame things turned out differently.
Get the hell out of my dojo. Those Miyagi-Do sons of bitches. They are going to pay. Trey, prepare the camera immediately.
For what, Sensei?
It's time we send our enemies our last little friendly message. And then it'll be pain.
I'm happy that you've been recognized for winning the All Valley. You deserve it.
Thank you.
Guys, someone sent me a message.
Me too.
Greetings to those watching this video. This is my second announcement I am making since my release from prison. However, I haven't been seeming to get that much of a warm welcome, due to my partner's wrongdoings. Luckily, There has been someone who is in fact willing to stay true and loyal to Cobra Kai, despite his recent departure. Give it up for All Valley champion Miguel Diaz.
Hello, everyone. It is good to be back in my former dojo, and I cannot thank anyone but the closest figure to my father, Mike Barnes. Thank you, Miguel. And even though former Sensei Silver detained our dojo's reputation, Cobra Kai is now cleansed of him, and will be entering the Winter Karate League in December.
And remember, we are the true way of the fist.
Why did you let that son of a bitch out? We had Kreese exactly where we wanted him. And then you released him. Because, Johnny, I thought he could change. I did too, and look what happened. Tory told me all about the connection she had with Kreese, and I thought, there's a redeemable factor. And then he lied and now has regained control of Cobra Kai. And now my greatest fear has come true. Miguel totally hates me. But we now know one thing for sure. Kreese is now far past redemption. Master Kreese, you have a visitor.
We aren't taking visitors at a time. Send them away, Cruz.
It's a shame. Hooray to sending a beautiful chick away.
Seems familiar. What did she look like?
She was blonde. And big.
I think I know who you're talking about. Let her in. It's about time you came back, Nichols. Why didn't you visit me in prison, though?
I was on prohibition, remember?
Ah, yes. It's good that you are back, Nichols. Don't worry, I took care of Silver, and things will be back to normal as you first came across them.
You mean when you lied to Mr. LaRusso, so he could release you?
And do what, huh? Have to constantly endure his pathetic teachings until I'm as soft as a marshmallow. Cobra Kai's future is more important at hand.
Okay, well, what if Cobra Kai could possibly change?
How so?
Well, what if we changed up the Cobra Kai teachings? I mean, isn't it wrong to always be striking first and showing no mercy?
Tory, it's a way of life.
But it's wrong. I mean, Cobra Kai is the reason why so many fights are being started in the first place. While you were in jail, there was a fight that got all of us kicked out of the water park.
Yeah, well, we just need to strike harder next time, and put down our enemies for good.
Maybe we should just stop, and look around. See all the damage that just happened.
What has gotten into you, Nichols? Ever since you've been hanging around with those LaRussos, they've been filling you up with these lopsided teachings, playing mind games on you.
Hey, the reason why I sided with them was because they have provided to me better than the sensei here. Dayun is a monster, yet you already seem to support her. Look what she did.
Sensei Kim Dayun is merely devoted strictly to her grandfather's teachings, which are what make up Cobra Kai. But if you can't accept them, that is fine by me. I mean, after all, it definitely explains why you put your needs ahead of our beloved dojo.
The hell's that supposed to mean?
I saw your little viral video. And now our dojo's been banned from the All Valley tournament. I mean, why else would you tarnish our dojo's reputation, all because of some feelings?
Well, what would you have expected me to do? Just keep my mouth shut and a fake-ass smile on my face, while your partner Silver continues to destroy people's lives with his empire?
What you could have done was appreciated everything I gave to you. You know, I actually had a plan to destroy Silver and regain control of my former dojo, yet you tainted its reputation.
Yeah, well, my reputation is also shit. But you see me caring about only me.
What I see is someone who's scared, vulnerable little girl, instead of the fierce warrior that first stepped into this dojo. And when I thought it was only a mere facade. But I was wrong. I'm sorry, but this is the part where I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
What?
From now on, you are no longer welcome in this dojo. The next time you intrude you will be seen as an enemy, and you will not be given any mercy. Is that understood?
Wait, I thought.
What? That just because I considered you as a daughter, wouldn't mean I would allow you to take advantage of me? Let me make this clear. My number one priority is Cobra Kai, and nothing else. And if my other priorities such as you were to turn on this beloved dojo, then I will cleanse myself of those priorities, because I am Cobra Kai, and I always will be. Now get out, and don't come back.
So, Johnny, how are you taking it? Not good at all. Everything I have done has gone to shit, again. I pushed Miguel away, and then I did the same to Robbie, and then to Carmen. Well, that doesn't make sense. I mean, they care about you. What is this really about? Bobby, I'm scared. I'm scared about all of us being a family, because that would only destroy us. After I saw Miguel and Robbie fighting on that apartment balcony, I knew that what Carmen and I did was a big mistake, that forcing all of us to be a family would only make Robbie and Miguel hate each other more. It's good to feel scared about that. I can feel scared too. Is that why you still choose to be single? Whoa, low blow there, Johnny. Guess I gotta respond with a counter-strike. But as I said, being scared means you care about all of them. Miguel and Robbie and Carmen. They just don't see it yet. But you gotta show it. Yeah. Only if Miguel and Robbie got along. But now things are worse. Miguel is back at Cobra Kai, and the longer he stays there, he will become just as heartless as Kreese. You know what? I think we need to go and confront him. Who? Kreese? Yeah. Hey, little fella. What's up?
You two better stay back.
Dude, we're your friend. Yeah, little guy. Say, how's Sean doing in juvie? We gonna see him again soon?
There is no way in seeing him again. You guys are the reason why this problem is happening in the first place. You two shouldn't even be part of this dojo.
Oh buddy boy, as far as you're concerned, we are going nowhere. Sean still respects us. Yeah. Otherwise, why didn't he tattle in court? Not to mention, we're practically Sensei Kreese's favorite students. Is something going on here? Not much. You're the champ, yes. Yeah. Man. You're still getting to know all of the adult recruits Kreese picked up from prison, right?
I already know some of them.
So you're the guy that's been causing so much trouble for Sam's little brother, Anthony.
I'm just trying to get even with him, since he bullied me for day one at school. But why does it matter to you?
You know, there really isn't an end goal for doing vengeance. You only do it a bunch of times, but you still won't feel the same.
You don't get to lecture me.
Okay.
I did a bunch of things to get back at him, sure. But Lepusto had to push it. Now because of him, I've lost my girlfriend, a fight, and the closest person I had to a brother.
Robbie.
So is that why you're here? Just so you can also get even?
It's a little more than that. Let me tell you my story. Sir, you've been standing here a while? Is you right here? She'll come with her car, soon.
Hey, Daniel.
Jessica. It's good to see you again.
You too. How's Amanda doing, may I ask?
Pretty good.
Hey, what's with the face?
There's something I want to talk to you about.
Okay. But I think we should get something to eat. I mean, after all, you must be tired after the ride. There is a really good restaurant that just opened up. We never really got to finish that mac and cheese dinner, now did we?
You still thinking feel about the whole All Valley thing, Tory? Because that's pretty much past us.
No, it's not that, Robbie.
Is it okay if I sit?
Alright.
Is something the matter?
You know, I had a talk with Kreese.
Wait, you saw Kreese? At the Cobra Kai dojo?
Yeah. You were right, you know.
About what?
The fact he doesn't care about anyone but himself. You know, my dad left when I was young, and throughout most of my life, the people I thought to be father figures mostly were creeps who thought they could walk all over me, and then I would get angry. Sensei Kreese was someone I thought I had more in common with, since he could understand every problem I was in. And then he gets mad at me for doing what I thought was the right thing, taking down Terry Silver's Cobra Kai.
You did the right thing, Tory. You saved millions of kids in the valley from either being put in harm's way, or brainwashed. And now that you did that, you can join.
I'm not joining your dojo.
Wait, are you serious? After all you went through with Cobra Kai, you don't see that our different values are much better?
I'm hanging up, Mikey. Look, I get that Cobra Kai is very bad, but I just stood by them every minute of the way. When they hurt your friends, when they cheated, and even though I got onto better terms with Sam LaRusso, I just feel that more karate from another dojo isn't what I should get.
Yes, you do.
You know, if you ask everyone around here, people are still mad for what I did. I held on to a secret that nearly destroyed the All Valley from continuing in the future. I'm stepping down from karate.
Whoa, dude, you gotta relax.
These assholes are so ready for what's coming their way.
Yeah, video knocked me off guard.
Every time we try to end things, every goddamn time we try free the valley from Cobra Kai, there always has to be a fallback. We tried it at the tournament, and then it was rigged. And then, Kreese finds a loophole, and now he's back at Cobra Kai with Miguel. I just wish we didn't have to constantly be reminded of that place. After the things they did to my head. And all the things Cobra Kai made me do to others like you.
I want that too. But things like that in life are not simple. Sure, we could do things, Punisher style, and take down the guy at the top, but that will only solve one issue, and create more problems for ourselves. And let's face it, we've already had a hectic year, and can't have another.
You're right. We've got to stay patient.
Hey, we're going to win this thing, you got that? The upcoming Winter Karate League?
So, your sensei cares more about Robbie than you?
Yeah, and he just used me as a way to correct his mistakes, only to start forgetting about me afterwards.
I know what it's like, to think you have someone who cares about you, and then to switch that interest to someone else.
You know, I'm not doing this as vengeance. I really don't see any point of getting into the way of Johnny and Robbie's relationship.
Then why are you here?
To prove to myself that I am one of the toughest fighters in the world. I just want Johnny to see how great of a fighter I am. I just feel like my entire relationship with him was a lie, and well, with Mike, it feels more genuine. I mean, he knew my father. They had a father and son bond, even though they weren't family. And if he can do it with him, he can do it with me.
Where's your dad?
Jail. What's the matter? Is your father there too?
No, he's in the military. It's my brother who is... juvie, actually.
Will he be out?
Yes.
What's the matter, then?
You know those guys I was talking to? They're the ones who motivated my brother to a life of crime in the first place. They're the ones who motivated him to start stealing, alongside a couple other goons, and are the reason he's in jail. Oh, and Sean is still friends with both of them.
I'm sorry to hear that. Did you talk to Kreese about this?
I told him, but he said that it wasn't my place to question him. Apparently, Sensei Kreese says that they're Cobra Kai material for having gone to prison.
What if I could have a talk with him?
You?
I'm not scared of him.
So, before we order, may I ask why you aren't very happy? What's bothering you?
So remember that guy with the ponytail you saw back in 1985? Terry Silver.
Yeah. I saw his commercials. How were you with all of that?
Not too good. In fact, I'm partially the reason why he died. I didn't kill him, it was just that I wanted to. He was going to expand Cobra Kai all over the world, and no matter how much proof I had of his wrongdoings, it did nothing. And I was just so angry that he kept getting away every time, that I broke into his house and used the Quicksilver technique on him. In the end, I couldn't bring myself to finish him off. But I sadly left him vulnerable for John Kreese to kill him.
Wait, but you tried to prevent it from happening?
Yes, I mean I was very capable of taking him on, but Kreese was dead set on ending Silver's life, not mine.
And you tried to defend him?
Yes.
Does Amanda know about all of this?
She does, but it was a lot for her to process. The reason why I have come to you is because you know me.
I do know you. You are a kind and caring man who has made a large difference to lots of kids in the valley.
But you also know who I was back at that club. And don't tell me that was just 30 years ago, because all of that rage I had back then, it caught up to me today.
The world's better without that man, you know.
Yeah, but I am responsible for ending his life.
Maybe you are, but at least you never had that intention until last minute. And if you want to talk about what's a shitty thing to do, that's pretending to be someone's friend, and then their mentor, while they fracture your friendships with everyone else you know, and pay people to bully and attack you. That's what's terrible, that's what's evil.
So you are saying I am innocent? That I'm not at fault? Because I still don't feel better.
Well, Daniel, we all have sorts of things we need to improve at. Life throws challenges at everyone, including me. And we need to learn our mistakes at least once before we get a better understanding for next time. You were just dealt some really bad cards, but you did your best.
Thank you, Jessica. I really needed this.
Anytime. Now let's order.
All right.
Well. You did it, John. You managed to shed all of your weaknesses. You severed those little connections you had with Nichols and Lawrence. And me, well, you crossed the line that not even I thought I could do. You killed me. Now nobody will be able to break apart who you are, as you expand our dojo.
There is no R when it comes to Cobra Kai.
Well, I mean I am the founder of Cobra Kai, am I not?
You are not the founder of this dojo.
But as I seem to recall, the money that was used to fund your first established Cobra Kai dojo came from me. You wouldn't even be a sensei back then if it weren't for me.
Well, as I seem to recall, there wouldn't have been students back then if it weren't for me. I was the one who cared and provided for this dojo, not you. You just ran back home to your family with your tail between your legs. Go ahead, and laugh at me for shedding my weaknesses, but I will be nothing like you. Nothing! I will clean up all of the damage you stirred up here, you son of a bitch, and restore Cobra Kai's glory.
Really? Even if that means continuing to run into that same dead end over and over. And at this age? Johnny, we have lived just as long of a life as Danny Boy's sensei, and a guy like you should have realized that they need to start making some changes. Fast. Sure, you can run around in the same circle as you have done previously. Continue to take on Miyagi-Do karate with brute strength, and lose. Time again and again. Or, you can start to take some pages out of my book, so they can be useful on the mat. Fighting smart. Hey. John. I get it, man. You hate my guts, and are trying to be a totally different person that I am. but you hate something way more than LaRusso, or Lawrence, or Miyagi. Something I hate just as much as you do. Losing. In not just tournaments, but also life. Because from what you taught me, which I shall now teach you, happy endings are bullshit. And life itself is a competition. You win, or you lose. But you? Like me, you definitely aren't going to be around here for the rest of your life. And life as you know it, has unexpected possibilities. And your dojo in the Winter Karate League. Well, John, this could be your last stand, your final shot at fulfilling your legacy. But you have shaped yourself into someone pure. Set up not to be distracted by any other shit than just dominating every other dojo in the world. Even if it means cutting every corner, or cheating, as you would call it. Just so you can accomplish the one thing you have thrown away your entire life for, the thing you deserve. You on top, looking down upon everyone else who has wronged you. Suffering. Either it's that, or you won't even be of memory. You may not want to be me, John, but you also don't want to be weak, and pathetic, and spat upon, or forgotten. So choose.
Yes. Please come in.
Hello, Sensei.
Ah, Diaz. What can I do for the returning champion of the valley? Did I say you could take a seat, young man?
There's a favor I would like you to make.
Make it quick.
You know Kenny Payne, right?
If that little shrimp sent you here to speak on his behalf, I definitely won't even hear what you have to say. All of the recruits I have found from my time in prison are natural-born athletes. Now get the hell out of my office, now.
Or what? You'll kick me out of Cobra Kai instead? The champion who won by fighting on your original Cobra Kai philosophy.
If that's why you came back to our dojo? To fight on your terms?
It's actually Mike. I just feel like I have no place in the whole family dynamic with Johnny, but somehow with Mike.
Yeah, well, don't expect to get too close to him. In the end, he'll only let you down when you need him the most, because a bond is a two-way street, and it'll leave you most vulnerable. So, what's your suggestion? What do you want me to do? Have me remove the bad apples from the bunch I recruited?
I was thinking we put it up to a fight. Kenny against Kreese and Trey. If he manages to take on and beat both of them, they will have to leave.
Did you just hear what I said? They're both natural-born athletes. They're not leaving unless I say they are.
But, if they stay, they'll probably get arrested, dragging Sean down to their level, and back to jail. Sean Payne? Older brother of Kenny? Juvie? Took on Robbie Keane and defeated him without karate? Well, you see, he'd be a great fit to this dojo, unless they'd get him in trouble before the tournament. And from the way you look at things, you need great fighters to win.
You know what? Fine. Tuesday at 4 o'clock. Tell all students they must be present. All right, is there anything else you want from me?
No, it's good.
Sensei Barnes, what brings you here?
Just here to pick up Miguel, sir.
Good. Because we just finished talking.
So Miguel, I can't help but ask what you two were talking about. Not much, just a student situation. But right now, it's taken care of.
Good.
Though things seemed pretty heated between you two by the time I arrived. Did Kreese threaten you in any way? Mike, no. It's fine. Kreese just had a long day. I saw him like this the moment I entered. Well, if he does so much as lay a finger on you, I will beat the living shit out of him. So, you're going to school tomorrow? Where you will see all the people whose dojo you've left? Yeah. Senior year. Hey. You made the right choice joining this dojo. Sticking to your old karate. And if they can't stand that, it's their problem. But senior year is where you focus on what you want, and not do things the way others want them. Thank you, Mike.
Daniel-san, where have you been? I was looking for you.
My bad, Chosen. I'm sorry I ran off without telling you. I just needed to get my head back in the game. But I'm ready.
As in ready to shut down this twisted philosophy for once and for all?
Absolutely.
Well then, Cobra Kai is on the last of its legs, or I should say limbs, since it's a snake. They are currently down 7 sensei, including Silver, meaning that they have 3 to 2 left. Also, they are down to a sixth of their original student count, since Silver was exposed.
But Kreese is still there.
I'd like to meet this Kreese. He definitely seems to be a good opponent.
Yeah, but unlike Terry Silver, John Kreese is the opposite of pretentious. When he is in a fight, he is literally willing to throw away everything else, just so he can end the life of his opponent.
Well, Daniel-san, if you haven't forgotten, I am also willing to fight my opponents to the death. But unlike Kreese, I shall fight with my own cards. I shall fight with the love and the support of all the people who support our dojo.
Well then, let's get back, shall we? Hey Bobby, you ready to go and beat the shit out of Kreese with me? Technically, we're only gonna go and confront him to back off. But yeah, I'm ready.
Hello, Johnny.
Hey, Carmen. How are you doing with the whole Miguel thing?
I could not find him, but I wanted to come over to your house to tell you some important news.
Johnny, are you ready to get going? I think it may have to be another time, Bobby. What happened? You can tell me anything. That was Carmen, wasn't it? Yeah, and she's pregnant. Bobby, I'm going to be a dad.